Welcome to the show. This is show number 5, 6. I don't know. We'll put it on the screen. To kick things off, I want to first I want to look at these show notes really quickly. Over the past few days, we've been talking about different things. One big thing that I talked about was the importance of our internal customers, serving our team and our clients at the same time. We want to give them excellence as well as give our clients excellence. And that's a horse that I won't beat to death. But in essence, when I first started hiring team members to work on particular projects, initially I was unable to evaluate their performance because I didn't know if I knew I wasn't doing my job, but I didn't know if they were doing their job or if they were missing things because I wasn't holding up my end of the bargain. And when you get someone on your team, you immediately feel like I show them what to do, and then I can just let them do their thing. And for some people you can do that. It just depends on the person. But in general, if you're hiring someone that you have to, show them what you need them to do for your business, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to coach them. You're going to have to coach them on a lot of stuff. You're going to have to coach them on the culture. You're going to have to coach them on how you want things done, the spirit in which you want things done, core values, stuff like that. But most importantly, and a friend of mine told me this a long time ago, she said, you don't want to hire anyone and bring them into an unstructured environment. And that resonates because when you bring a team member, whether it be a contractor or an employee, into an unstructured environment, then all of the things that you need to give them, like all of the tools, the toolbox that they need to be successful at your company, all of the tools aren't in there if your business isn't stable, if you don't have an onboarding process, if you don't have a training process. That stuff's not going to pop up out of thin air. And what's going to happen is you're going to have a team member that's going to be causing you to scratch your head, because you're going to be wondering, like, am I the problem or are they the problem? But the answer is you're the problem. Our bread and butter, how we get paid, is making sure that we deliver on promises to our clients. But how we stay paid is by making sure we deliver on promises that we make to our team members. So we want to be cognizant of that. Let's switch gears and talk about content creation. By this point, everybody's making content. You've got some people who are really good at it. You got some people who are really bad at it. You got some people who it's hit and miss. You got some people who don't know how they're doing at it. They're just going by the likes and the comments and the shares. They feel like the algorithm's beating them up. You feel like you work so hard. You've got the most expensive gear. You've got all of the connections to people who are making content that you like. You know them personally, and you still feel like your content ain't doing what it's supposed to do, and you slick feel like it's the algorithm's fault. You slick feel like it's the algorithm's fault. I got news for you. Just change something about your content just a little bit, and just keep making content. Make content with the thought in mind that someone gets to your page, they'll be able to scroll down that page and constantly eat. One thing that my team is doing was taking extra time on the content that we actually produce. So that might result in us producing a little less content, but we want to make sure that the quality is there. We've reposted old content before, and we still repost old content just to see a lot of what we're doing. A lot of what we do is testing to see what the internet does want and what the internet does like across different platforms: YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. One way that I streamline my content creation process, one way that's helped me, is recording in the easiest or most comfortable format possible. So right now, the podcast style is good for me. I'm shooting with my FX6. I love shooting with it. Having a process that's easy, that doesn't take a lot of energy, or having a process that creates energy for you. It gives me energy to be able to sit down, talk on this mic, and get the content done. If you have to create content, give yourself a situation where it's really easy for you to record it and it's really easy for you to edit it. Now, the easiest way to record is with a phone. If you've got an iPhone 13, if you got a 12, if you got a 14, 15, couple things. The back screen right here, like these lenses, you want to wipe those off, but you don't want to wipe them off with your shirt. You want to wipe them off with something that's going to clean the grease off of them. So you use one of those soft cloths and you use like some dishwater and some tap water and dish soap and like clean it really good. It'll clean the grease off of it. I see people all the time that they go buy a new phone. They had a 14, now they got a 15, or they had a 13, now they have a 14. They're like, yeah, the camera's way better. No, the lens is way cleaner. Yeah, the camera's better, but the lens is way cleaner. And that's what's going to give you a really good looking situation. Second thing is you have to play to your strengths. So like, if you're not an editor, if you're not even interested in it, don't go down that road. Unfortunately, you may have to use your personality and just record on the phone while walking or something like that and talk about what you're going to do. You're not going to have videos like we have where there's B-roll and stuff like that everywhere. But you probably got more personality than me. So it balances out, but you have to play to what you're strong at. And everyone either has production skills or personality, or they can tell a story, or they can tell us how to do something, or they can tell us about something that they're frustrated about. Keep that in mind. And if you don't know how to edit, but your content needs editing, then you have to find an editor. And my team edits, so call us. All right, so let's switch gears again. Let's talk about my favorite camera gear right now. So right now, my favorite camera is the Sony FX6. Right now, I use it with a Ninja 5 monitor that's got the Adamus Connect attached to it. I love using that setup. I've been using it a lot, and people that know me know that I don't typically use stuff on my cameras. I like everything to stay small and sleek, but I'll have it looking bulky if it's for a reason. When people see me with my camera now, I look like that guy that's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? But it gives me the look that I want, and it gets the stuff to the team fast, and I'm happy with that. Now, in terms of microphones, I've been using the Rode Pod mic. These were some of the first mics that I purchased. I didn't purchase with the intent on doing a podcast or anything like that. I was actually helping a client with a podcast, but I kept the mics, so now I got 2 mics, and everything's been cool with it. It's all right. It's straight. I use Manfrotto tripods, and then these are the batteries that I use with my gear. The small rig, I think they're on sale right now for $179. So those are some of the things that I like to work with. Now let's switch all the way and let's talk about some production stuff. Let's talk about some business coach stuff. Let's talk about that stuff. Okay. So, one of the top things that my clients, all right, let me tell you about my clients. First of all, my clients are, no lie, all of my clients up until this point, everyone that I've worked with or for has, like, they are the best at what they do. Like, they're the best at what they do. They found it and they're the best. One thing that my clients have in common is that they are crystal clear on their priorities. They're never confused about what's most important to them at any given point in time. Never. I think that says a lot about them, because how can you become as successful as them if you aren't prioritizing and if you aren't being decisive? The second thing that all of my clients have in common is that they are incredibly consistent. They're consistent with anything they start. They just keep doing it religiously. They just keep on doing it. The third thing that my clients have in common is that whoever they hire, they don't want to micromanage them. They want that person to do their job. If they have to step in, if they have to say something, it's just not a good look, because they expect for you to know what you're doing. I hope y'all were able to get some stuff out of this. As we record more and more of these, they're gonna get better. Flow is gonna get better. My preparation is gonna get better around them. Until then, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't kill me too bad. And I love y'all. Peace.